Let us talk about the conventional wisdom that we've talked about many times on this podcast that has constantly been pushed into my face and in the face of many different minorities, progressive voters, socialists, but Marxist people who actually want structural change, material change, that are fighting for it every day. Those folks are tired of watching the Democratic Party sacrifice their values, core things that are essential and necessary. Like when Barack Obama won in 2008, he didn't win by saying, "Oh, we're going to do a focus tested mean test 48 state. We're going to put in these different economies." He said we're going to get health care for every single American.
We're going to codify Roe.
We're going to close Guantanamo Bay. And we won. And you know what? A lot of people told Kamala Harris, back off of it. You're too spicy. We're not going back. Oh, that's a little too saucy. What we have to do is we have to appeal to these moderate Republicans. We need to pull them off of Trump because they're so turned off of him. And the well-paid consultants, the people who literally get paid millions of dollars, a lot of those who were given those 1,000-yard stares on those green rooms, they need to have every one of their contracts audited. Every single one of them needs to have a serious come to Jesus, but look in the mirror and ask themselves, is this the structure that's going to be perpetuated into perpetuity to support our entire party, or are we going to have to change? And I think we're going to have to change because we cannot continually appeal to a party that will lie, say outrageous things, fail to deliver them, and keep lying, attack minorities, attack vulnerable populations, and then not rise to that and then meet that. We can't be like, well, we still need a strong Republican Party.
Oh, they're still saying, I mean, I was reading just before I got in here how they're saying that the Democrats the messaging was too much about women, and that they didn't cater to. So I did turn on MSNBC this morning first thing because I was like, I need to see some, you know what I mean? Not just like social media. I need to see and I couldn't stomach it for more than 3 minutes because I it just the talking. I was like, turn it off. But it was very much like this, focus too much on women, focus too much on, their messaging needed to cater more to the moderates.
They
and
are
I'm like,
already sliding to the right.
Literally.
It's been a couple of hours.
Thank you. It's been a couple of
But how can you slide further to the right on healthcare? It literally came off of Medicare for All, came off of a public option, said, well, we'll just tweak around with the ACA. Is the Democratic Party going to come and say, well, we're just going to scrap the ACA?
Right.
Was that what they're going to come out next? Because ultimately, when are we going to fight?
Right.
We had this conversation, but everybody should have had a dozen reasons. And look, one of them should have been and is reproductive rights, the women's rights, trans rights, queer rights, those sorts of things. But that's not going to be enough to sell to everyone.
That's
and we
correct.
needed to be able to have serious reform, and giving people $15,000 or $25,000 for a first-time home that many people aren't even going to qualify, even if you give them that, is not going to do it.
Isn't going to do it.
Didn't do it.
And didn't do it because.
And what is it? The think tanks that came up with all of this little tweak around the edges, or we're gonna put this tax in or this, but it came off of big ambitious ideas that are super popular.